Welcome back to Courtroom Chronicles, where justice meets real-life drama. Today, we're diving into a session that's part legal thriller, part human story, from theft to probation deals, drug admissions, and even a shocking prostitution charge. Watch closely as Judge Raquel West keeps her courtroom under iron control.com/sharp and always 3 steps ahead. But beneath that calm, you'll see defendants struggling with truth, fear, and second chances. Stay with us, because what unfolds here says a lot about redemption, accountability, and the fine line between mercy and the law.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 2-year deferred adjudicated probation. There would not be a fine, but there would be restitution ordered in the amount of $967. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? I have to ask everyone. State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Dempsey is not competent?
There you are.
And since we have the restitution, is there any issues?
Yeah, we waive.
All right, so what I'm going to do, Ms. Dempsey, is waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to defer all proceedings in accordance with your agreement, place you on probation for 2 years. You are ordered to pay is it $967?
Yes.
The $967 in restitution, and follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation period, the case will actually...
Here's where things get fascinating. Judge West just granted deferred adjudication to Miss Dempsey. In plain English, that means she technically pleads guilty. But if she follows every probation rule for 2 years, the conviction disappears. It's mercy with conditions. But miss even one payment on that $967 restitution, and this deal collapses fast. That's the tightrope many defendants walk. Second chances that come with fine print. So, what do you think? Fair justice or a financial trap? Drop your thoughts below, because this kind of ruling sparks debate every time.
be dismissed if you successfully complete that probation. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, you could be found guilty, so you would be a convicted felon, and you would go to the state jail prison for anywhere between 6 months and up to 2 years. Do you understand? It's very important that you make monthly payments on that restitution amount. Some people think they're going to wait for some money to come in, or they're going to wait till the end of your probation. The quicker you get everything taken care of on your probation, you can even potentially get off early, okay? All right, have a seat in the courtroom. The lady that's at that desk right there, she's with probation. She's going to call you up when she's ready to go over your paperwork. Good luck to you, ma'am. See, Mr. Pageant. Mr. Parker on Jamarian Martin. Come back up, Mr. Martin.
There, I did it.
Mm-hmm. When's the last time you smoked marijuana? Tell the truth. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to get amounts, the levels, right? So tell me the truth. When's the last time you smoked? That's the truth? Have you done anything else? Speak up. Promethazine? When's the last time you did that?
What is that?
Cough syrup. Anything else with that?
Judges, obviously, up to the court's discretion, but we're definitely going to reserve the right to dismiss the ISF properly substance abuse track.
How old are you? 19? All right, so I guess what I would rather do, I want to go ahead and get the process going if he's got a plea agreement. But I think based on his age and the nature of the type of drugs he's using, I am going to raise that bond. We'll get the pre-sentence report done, see if there's any issues with regard to substance abuse, and if there's any upfront that treatment that I find necessary at that point. So let's go ahead and go through the plea. And will he waive the formal reading?
He
I
will,
know we
Judge.
started it, but we're
He's
going
already
to go
pled
back.
guilty. He said freely and voluntarily, and that's about where you left off.
All right, and so did you plead guilty to this offense because you actually did what they charged you with? You didn't? You didn't do what they charged you with? Look at me and pay attention, all right? Okay? Everything's going to be okay, but you're young, and if you're going to be successful on any kind of probation in life, you're going to get some help early on right now so that you don't end up with a felony conviction, okay? But I need you to pay attention to my questions and listen very carefully and answer them. So,
This next exchange, it's a masterclass in courtroom reality. A 19-year-old admits to marijuana and promethazine use, and the judge's patience runs thin. You can feel her balancing compassion with control. Instead of immediate punishment, she orders a substance abuse evaluation and raises the bond to $100,000. That's not cruelty, that's strategy. Higher bond means accountability, while the system decides if rehab can replace prison time. It's a pivotal moment, help or consequence. Should youthful mistakes earn rehabilitation, or should the law stay firm? Let's hear what side you're on, Mercy or Message.
you're charged with burglary of a building. The question I asked is, did you plead guilty because you actually did that? Okay. I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them? Just pay attention to me right now. Do you understand the papers that you signed on the computer? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? So if I go along with this agreement, you can't change your mind later. Do you understand? And it looks like the agreement's for a 4-year deferred probation, that there would be restitution ordered, which means you would have to pay back some money for any damage or whatever you stole, and they'll figure that out before sentencing. Is that your understanding? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number one.
objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Martin is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so we can get a pre-sentence report done. If possible, I'd like to get some type of substance abuse evaluation done and any recommendations, as well as we'll get that restitution figured out, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Based on the nature of the plea, based on your age, and the fact that you tested positive for THC and admitted to using promethazine, I am going to raise your bond in your case to $100,000. If you make that bond, a condition of it is that you have a drug patch on at all times. So probation's going to come out to the jail, talk to you. We're going to figure out what all you need, and then we'll get you hopefully started in on this probation where you can be successful. All right? Go back with the bailiff. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, that was,
No, I'm talking about,
oh, hold on just a second. Yes, sir, Mr. Boudreaux? Mr. Coleman?
He gave me his cell phone and a person to contact. Could I have about a week to see if he would come up with the money? Because I don't know how to use this. And I'm
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Boudreaux, all of that you guys should have been talking about between all of the court dates, which have been,
Judge, I understand that, but I've had difficulty getting in contact with him and all of that. What I'm asking is, or if,
well, and that's, I mean, and if you're having trouble contacting him, then that's
but
on Mr. Holland, not you.
but he gave me the cell phone and told me to get in touch with this man, and he said he would send him the money, maybe. I don't know that, but I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna go back to the office and get one of the secretaries to help me try to do that. Let him stay in jail.
Well, he's,
If you give us a minute, I can call. I can try to call.
thank you, Ms. Holmes. If you'll just let me know what you find out.
You got the number? I can call him. Well, what's the number? He give you the phone number? Okay, we're gonna go in the back, okay.
Let's see, on, Mr. Tipton, Mr. Comerford. And it's not Comerford, is it? Good morning. Good morning, you are Brian Tipton, and will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He does.
Mr. Tipton, in cause number 25, DCCR 0149, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of solicitation of prostitution from December 19th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with your attorney? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 3-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Tipton is not competent?
There's,
And is there any criminal history, any reason not to waive?
Judge, he has criminal history, it's older, but there is criminal history, so I think we need to do a PSI.
Okay. So I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you, your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today, and she's at that desk right there. All right, we'll see y'all back at sentencing. Thank you. Oh, I need the discovery certification. Thank you. And if you'll make sure and get that attachment emailed.
And that wraps this intense docket. 3 defendants, 3 stories of crime, consequence, and caution. Judge Raquel West once again proves why she commands respect. Firm when needed, but fair when second chances are earned. From deferred probation to raised bonds and restitution. Today's hearings show how justice balances accountability with opportunity. Every ruling here carried a lesson about truth, follow-through, and how easily freedom can slip away. So, what stood out most to you, the judge's patience or her precision? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this courtroom session as gripping as we did, hit like, share, and subscribe for more real-life legal breakdowns right here on Courtroom Chronicles.